Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Thursday, November 10, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. New Orleans Pelicans vs Portland Trail Blazers. Portland has been one of the most pleasant surprises in the NBA so far this season, going 8-3 through its first 11 games. The Trail Blazers won their first 4 games of the campaign and have not suffered back-to-back losses. They are getting set for the 5th game of a 6-game road trip that concludes in Dallas on Saturday night. Portland split a pair of games in Phoenix to open the stint before beating Miami on Monday and Charlotte on Wednesday. Star guard Damian Lillard was questionable to play due to a calf injury, but he poured in a team-high 26 points, dished out 7 assists and grabbed 6 rebounds. New Orleans has lacked the consistency that Portland has maintained early in the season. The Pelicans won 3 of their first 4 games before losing 4 of their next 6. They snapped a 2-game losing streak and wrapped up a 3-game road trip with a 115-111 win at Chicago on Wednesday night. New Orleans had previously suffered an overtime loss to Atlanta and a 7-point setback at Indiana. The Pelicans have played 6 of their last 7 games away from home, with a lone home game resulting in a 114-105 win over Golden State last Friday night. Lillard has missed 4 games this season, but he has played in both games this week. He is averaging 29.0 points, 4.8 assists and 4.5 rebounds per game this season. Shooting guard Anthony Simons is the second leading scorer with 22.4 points, while Jerami Grant, 18.4, and Jusuf Nurkic, 13.0, are both in double figures as well. Grant and Nurkic both missed Wednesday's game and are questionable for this one. The Trail Blazers shot 53.3% and rallied from a 12-point deficit in the third quarter on Wednesday, handing Charlotte its 6th straight loss. Sheedon Sharp scored 17 points off the bench, while Drew Eubanks had 14 points and 8 rebounds. The Trail Blazers have not been a great offensive team overall this season, ranked number 22 in points per game, 109.8. They are facing a New Orleans defense that is number 20, allowing 114.6 points per contest. Portland is dealing with multiple injuries and is on the 5th game of a road trip, not to mention the 2nd leg of the back-to-back, so this is a horrible scheduling spot for the Trail Blazers. They picked up an impressive comeback win on Wednesday, but I cannot trust them to add another victory on Thursday. New Orleans is returning home with momentum following its win at Chicago, and it has the league's top offense. The Pelicans are built to play well at home with their strong offense, and they have won 2 of their 3 games at the Smoothie King Center thus far. Take the New Orleans -7 points. Portland has surprised many to begin the season as they are 7-3 heading into Wednesday night's game, as this retweet is written prior to the Hornets game. The Trail Blazers are averaging 109.8 ppg, which is 22nd in the NBA, but its defense has been its strong point, as opponents are scoring just 108.9 ppg, which is 2nd best in the NBA. This season, Portland has been led by Damian Lillard, who's averaging 29 ppg, while Anthony Simons is averaging 22.4, while Jerami Grant is chipping in with 18.4. As a team, they are shooting 46.9% from the field and 39.5% from 3. Portland has surprised many to begin the season as they are 7-3 heading into Wednesday night's game, as this retweet is written prior to the Hornets game. The Trail Blazers are averaging 109.8 ppg, which is 22nd in the NBA, but its defense has been its strong point, as opponents are scoring just 108.9 ppg, which is 2nd best in the NBA. This season, Portland has been led by Damian Lillard, who's averaging 29 ppg, while Anthony Simons is averaging 22.4, while Jerami Grant is chipping in with 18.4. As a team, they are shooting 46.9% from the field and 39.5% from three. The Smoothie King Center will play host to a Thursday night NBA clash between the Portland Trail Blazers and the New Orleans Pelicans. This will be the second of a back-to-back on the road for Portland, who stormed back from a 12-point second-half deficit to earn a 105-95 victory against Charlotte last night. The Trail Blazers, 8-3, assisted on 28 of their 40 made field goals and shot 53% overall. Portland G. Damian Lillard led all scorers with 26 points, 8-17 FG, to go along with 7 assists and 6 rebounds. Rookie G. Sheedon Sharp chipped in 17 points and 4 rebounds off the bench for the Trail Blazers. The New Orleans Pelicans feature one of the most talented starting lineups in the NBA and rank 5th in the league in offensive efficiency. Last night, New Orleans made the plays down the stretch to earn a 115-111 road victory against Chicago. The Pelicans, 6'5", pounded the Bulls on the glass by a 50-35 margin and shot 50% from the field. Brandon Ingram led a balanced New Orleans scoring attack with 22 points on 8-for-14 shooting and grabbed 9 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas contributed 21 points and 13 rebounds for the Pelicans, who missed 16 of their 19 three-point attempts. Even though New Orleans is 8-2 in hitting the over, I do like the under here. New Orleans plays at a pace of just 102, which ranks 18th, and I expect that to even be slower with it being a back-to-back. Portland, meanwhile, plays at a pace of 100, which ranks 23rd in the NBA. Along with that, the Trail Blazers' defense will likely cause some problems for the Pelicans early on in the game and keep the score lower than New Orleans is used to. Both teams are also shooting at a high clip from beyond the arc, which is something that shouldn't be expected to continue. Ultimately, with both teams on a back-to-back, I expect a much slower game and the under to hit here.